Hi, I'm John Rodabaugh, Executive Director of Alumni Relations at RIT. Thank you for joining us on this campus tour this Brick City weekend. Whether you're a more recent alum or you graduated some time ago, the RIT campus will look different to you as it continues to grow and evolve each and every year. Many labs, galleries, classrooms, and other facilities that you will see and learn more about reflect the makers, doers, and problem solvers spirit that RIT is known for. We currently live in some turbulent times, but despite all of it, RIT has stayed the course. For the second consecutive year, RIT welcomed a record number of first-year undergraduate students and the most academically accomplished group of new students in our history. We've continued to make strides in research, and our reputation as an R2 research university is reflected in the number of new awards and grants from New York State and federal agencies, including the National Science Foundation, Department of Defense, Department of Health and Human Services, and the National Institutes of Health, among others. In keeping with our strategic plan and our commitment to research, we've expanded our doctoral offerings in business administration and cognitive science, and we have more PhD programs coming. Just as you did, our students give us reason to celebrate all the time. The Baja team won first place nationally last spring, and our computing security students brought home the top trophy as a collegiate penetration testing competition, beating out three-time defending champions Stanford University. Our men's lacrosse team captured its first NCAA title with a sudden victory goal in double overtime. And two RIT games, The Camera That Bleeds and Genesis Noir, won awards at the 2021 Game Developers Conference in July. RIT opened the Global Cybersecurity Institute last year and will be expanding Lowenthal Hall, the home of the Saunders College of Business, as well as renovating Gannett Hall, the home of the College of Art and Design. The shed is under construction at the center of campus, our athletic fields and track are undergoing significant upgrades, and we plan to build a new stadium. We are also moving forward on Phase 1 of the Performing Arts Complex with a music performance theater as we seek to develop the leading performing arts program in the nation for non-majors. You'll hear much more about these initiatives during the tour. At RIT, we are clearly continuing to drive progress, shape what's possible, and transform the future. And it is our campaign, Transforming RIT, the Campaign for Greatness, that enables us to implement our strategic plan, engage our alumni, grow our status as a top research university, and build deeper relationships with our corporate partners and government agencies. This campaign is impacting every area of the university. And while the finish line is nearing, there is much more to accomplish. As you're about to see, our campus is transforming in magnificent ways. The campaign is making our vision a reality. I do hope that you too will join the Campaign for Greatness. The RIT experience is on full display here each and every day. Before I hand you off to Morgan, the first of two student tour guides, I'd like to thank you for joining us today. I do hope I get to see you on campus in the not too distant future. Morgan, they're all yours.
Thank you, John, and to all of you, welcome. My name is Morgan Conley, and I am a first-year interpreting student from Boston. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that RIT was built on the traditional territory of the Onondaga. In English, they are known as the Seneca people, the keeper of the Western Door. They are one of the 6 nations that make up the sovereign Haudenosaunee Confederacy. The RIT community honors the land in which RIT was built on, and we recognize the unique relationship that the Indigenous stewards have with this land, including their traditions, cultures, and histories. As we begin, our first stop is the Magic Spell Studios. Here, 52,000 square feet are devoted to digital media production, rivaling studios in New York City and Hollywood. Included within Magic is the Wegmans Theater, a 180-seat capacity theater with Dolby Atmos sound and 4K laser projection. The soundstage, a 7,000 square foot area, provides resources and space to both student and professional filmmakers. Magic also boasts 2D and 3D animation classrooms, an AR/VR lab, stop-motion facilities, and demo lounge. Next up, Gannett Hall houses the Schools of Film and Animation and Photographic Arts and Sciences in the College of Art and Design. The photo school boasts one of the most impressive photographic facilities in education, which will be made even more impressive because of an extensive $3.5 million renovation. If that weren't enough great news, the photo school is also proud to recognize the latest RIT alums to win a Pulitzer Prize for Journalism Excellence, Evan Vucci from the class of 2000. His win makes that 11 photography alumni who have won a combined 15 Pulitzer Prizes. The College of Art and Design is also home to the School of Film and Animation. Our graduates are working at major studios and animation companies and have received screen credits on films like Frozen, the Marvel movie franchise, and Pirates of the Caribbean. We are now leaving Gannett Hall and moving to Booth Hall, home to the School of Art and the School of Design. The Bevere Art Gallery and the University Gallery feature the work of students, faculty, alumni, and esteemed national and international artists and designers. If you're on campus in the future, be sure to put these galleries on your list of places to visit. The School of Design is ranked among the best. with Business Week naming it one of the top 10 design schools in the country. Students work with award-winning faculty and have access to state-of-the-art laboratories and computer facilities, as well as the Cary Graphic Arts Collection and the entire archive of renowned designers Massimo and Leila Vignelli, housed in RIT's Vignelli Center for Design Studies. The Vignelli graphic and product designs are icons of international design, and two prime examples include American Airlines and the New York City subway system maps. As we leave Booth Hall, we are passing through the Unity Quad, named after the sculpture you see in the center. The sculpture is composed of 3 individual sections. The 3 sections represent the unity of science, technology, and art at RIT. Over there, take note of the Chester F. Carlson Center for Imaging Science, the only institution to offer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in imaging science in the nation. Current research in the center includes projects sponsored by NASA, the U.S. Department of Defense, and the National Science Foundation, among others. That's the Center for Bioscience, Education, and Technology, or CBIT as it's commonly referred to. The College of Health Sciences and Technology, housed in CBIT, highlights RIT's commitment to healthcare by putting its medically related programs in one academic college. One of the unique features in the building is the Cadaver Lab, which gives students a huge advantage when applying to medical, physician assistant, dental, or physical therapy school. Most undergraduates at other universities do not get to have this experience. Also in this building is a physician assistant training lab and a large diagnostic medical sonography scanning simulator lab. The Wegman School of Health and Nutrition is located in the 45,000 square foot Clinical Health Sciences Center that opened in the fall of 2015. This center features state-of-the-art clinical health simulation facilities and research facilities for behavioral science. Here is Institute Hall, home to both the biomedical and chemical engineering programs from the Kate Gleason College of Engineering. On the 4th floor is the Construct, a student's makerspace. The lab is staffed with professionals who can teach students how to use any piece of equipment in the labs. It's a great space, and if you go online, you can watch the live webcam and see what the students are working on. Our next stop is the James E. Gleason Hall, home to the Kate Gleason College of Engineering, the first college in the nation to be named after a woman. Gleason Hall is also home to many of our performance teams, including Formula SAE and Hot Wheels Formula SAE electric vehicle team, the first all-female team to compete in the Formula Hybrid competition. These performance teams and others do much of their work in the Earl W. Brinkman Machine Tools and Manufacturing Lab. Inside this lab are computer numerical controlled machines and additive machining tools, such as 3D printers and rapid prototypers, and even a 3D liquid metal printer. Here you can see the Center of Microelectronic Engineering and the home of the nation's first undergraduate program in microelectronic engineering, where students' coursework focuses on the design and manufacture of semiconductors or silicon computer chips in the Semiconductor and Microsystems Fabrication Laboratory. In 2015, RIT joined the American Institute for Manufacturing Integrated Photonics, a national consortium including New York-based colleges and others like MIT, with the goal of creating a national photonics center. Photonics is the science of light and how we can interact with it. The study and research of photonics is essential to the growth and manufacturing capabilities in telecommunications and high-speed data. From here, we're entering the Engineering Technology Hall, home to the College of Engineering Technology. Our Women in Technology program calls this facility home as they work to build community for women in tech programs through professional development opportunities, community service, and social events. Louise Slaughter Hall houses labs for majors in industrial and manufacturing engineering, manufacturing engineering technology, and packaging science. It also houses the Center for Integrated Manufacturing Studies. This facility is also the site for military testing and fuel cell research, as well as many federal and state grant-funded projects. From here, we move on to the Golisano Institute for Sustainability that is housed in the platinum-level, LEED-certified building, designed to demonstrate sustainable building technologies and energy systems. Inside this spectacular facility, multidisciplinary staff are working on sustainable production, sustainable energy, and ecologically friendly information technology systems. GIS has received several national awards for its research and outreach efforts. Before we get to the Golisano College of Computing and Information Sciences, we will be walking by the future site for the Performing Arts Complex. Phase 1 of this project includes a state-of-the-art music performance theater with seating for 750, costume and scene shops, rehearsal space, as well as flexible space for a variety of uses. The anticipated opening is late 2023. This new facility will also feature an outdoor amphitheater with spots to meet up and hang out. RIT also seeks to add a 1,500-seat orchestra hall for larger audiences as a second phase to this project. The university is currently raising funds to assist with the construction of these facilities. We are now on to the Golisano College of Computing and Information Sciences in Golisano Hall. It is our largest college with an enrollment now almost 3,800 students, offering 16 degree programs at the bachelor's, master's, and doctorate level. We are one of the most comprehensive computing colleges in the US. On the second floor is the Air Gap Lab, a self-contained lab used to teach students how to protect an organization's data and infrastructure from hackers, viruses, and other forms of attacks. Since it is isolated from the rest of the campus's infrastructure, students can experiment with all types of attacks without endangering any other computers on campus. This also allows us to host attack and defend competitions throughout the year. Across the atrium is the Gaming Lab. RIT's Game Design and Development program is consistently ranked top 10 in the nation and was recently ranked the third at the undergraduate level by Princeton Review. The third floor includes a graphics lab where students use a motion capture suit to create virtual theater performances. They also have artificial intelligence labs where they are now researching new intelligence systems. Many clubs and student organizations are housed in the Golisano College, including the Society of Software Engineers, Esports, Game Developers Club, Code RIT, and Women in Computing. The newest facility on campus is the Global Cybersecurity Institute. Here, our students and researchers are working to build secure systems, software, devices, and technologies of the future, while providing resources to commercialize methods, algorithms, software, devices, and designs in cybersecurity to launch scalable entrepreneurial ventures. The Global Cybersecurity Institute is expanding RIT's capabilities in 3 areas of cybersecurity: education, training, and research. The facility is home to the Cyber Range, a state-of-the-art computer lab where students can simulate large-scale, realistic network attacks so they can prepare themselves for the next real attack. Now we're moving to the Student Innovation Hall, home to the Simone Center for Student Innovation and Entrepreneurship. The Innovation Center is a flexible work and display center where innovators and multidisciplinary teams can come together and develop and advance their ideas. For the rest of the tour, I'm going to turn you over to Keith. Hope to see you again soon.
Thanks, Morgan. I'm Keith Gonzalez, a first-year game design and development student from Brooklyn. Welcome to Global Village, an internationally inspired, LEED-certified sustainable residential community and commercial complex located on the south side of campus. The retail spaces include 4 restaurants, 2 convenience stores, a post office, a bank, a unisex hair salon, and Shop One, an RIT-made art, craft, and design shop. From Global Village, we're walking east to Max Lowenthal Hall, home of the Saunders College of Business. Currently, the facility boasts a number of smart classrooms, Bloomberg terminals, and the latest analytics and data visualization software, as well as the Sklarski Analytics Center. In terms of ranking and recognition, Saunders College is the #1 business school in Western New York and ranked number 67 nationally for undergraduate programs in 2021 by the U.S. News & World Report. Not to mention one of the largest colleges across RIT's global campuses in China, Dubai, and Croatia. A $19+ million expansion is planned that will double the size of Lowenthal Hall by 2023. Plans for the 35,000 square foot addition incorporate applied learning and collaboration elements, including additional classrooms, applied research laboratories, event space, a large auditorium, and student team rooms. As we leave Lowenthal Hall and Saunders College, we are approaching the Jean Policini Center, the home of the men and women's Division I hockey teams. The Policini Center is a great place to be on Friday and Saturday nights, taking in the action and joining fellow Tigers, cheering on our men's and women's hockey teams. Now is off to the Thomas Gosnell Hall, home to the College of Science. Notable in this hall is the Bruce and Nora Janes Atrium. The granite floor is etched with images to represent milestones in science. In addition, there are 11 research centers and labs at the college, including labs specific to genetic engineering, aquatic ecology, and quantum optics. Exiting out the front of Gosnell Hall, we are looking on the quarter mile. Looking east, we see the Mobius Quad, otherwise known as the Infinity Quad, named as such based on the Mobius Strip sculpture. While the Mobius Strip marks the beginning or the end of the quarter mile on the academic side of campus, the sundial marks the other beginning or end of the quarter mile on the resident side of campus. Who among us can't forget all those late nights studying in the Wallace Center? The first floor of the Wallace is home to Java Wallies, so we can fuel up for those late night study sessions. Not that long ago, the first floor of the library was renovated, as the books were moved off the first floor to allow for more student collaboration and study spaces. More recently, RIT Libraries has moved to the Frank Ritter Ice Arena for the duration of the construction of the Student Hall of Exploration and Development, otherwise known as the Shed. This 100,000+ square foot facility is expected to be completed in 2023 and will be the focal point of the campus, connecting Monroe Hall with the Wallace Center. The building will include a larger makerspace, space for project teams, a flexible performance theater, active classrooms, dance studios, and more. The Shed gets its name from the winning entrant in a student contest to name the building held in the spring of 2021. Take a look at these renderings and I think you'll agree, the new facility will likely blow us all away. Across from the Wallace Center is the College of Liberal Arts. It is here where students gain both traditional liberal arts skills like critical thinking and communication, along with technical skills. The College of Liberal Arts also sponsors musical, cultural, and artistic events. Next is the tallest building on campus, George Eastman Hall, named after the founder of Eastman Kodak. Eastman is home to both the administrative offices and the School of Individualized Study. The individualized degree is all about a student's ideas, interests, and goals. It is designed to help very different students be innovative and have a voice in their educational experience. Before the construction on the shed began, the renowned tiger statue was across from the Eastman Hall, but had to be relocated temporarily. Have no fear, the tiger statue will be back standing guard outside the shed and remain your favorite photo spot every time you come back to campus. We reached the Student Alumni Union, commonly referred to as the SAU. This union is the focal point of student life and diversity on campus. We see flags hung up on the upper walls signifying the 100 countries represented by students here at RIT. Others in the SAU represent 31 social fraternities and sororities. There are 4 cultural flags mounted in the SAU, serving as a visual marker of RIT's commitment to diversity, respect, equity, and inclusion. The Haudenosaunee flag, the Pride flag, the Black Lives Matter flag, and the signed Union flag. Next, we arrive at the Hale Andrews Student Life Center. The center boasts 5 multi-purpose courts, 7 racquetball courts, and 1 squash court. Dance, aerobic, and Zumba classes take place in the Student Life Center as well. The facility includes a yoga room, weight room, elevated jogging track, and fitness lab with VR fitness training equipment. The Weidman Fitness Center, available to all full-time students, features a full range of machines, free weights, cardiovascular equipment, stretching area, and a CrossFit area. Our next stop is the Gordon Field House and Activity Center. The Gordon Field House houses 3 indoor intramural playing fields, adaptable for multiple sports activities, as well as a varsity use indoor track. The Field House provides a venue for commencement, concerts, and other special events, such as the Career Fair and Imagine RIT. Also located in the Field House is the Judson Aquatic Center, which contains an 8-lane, competition-sized pool, a diving pool, a resistance lane, which most students use as a lazy river, and a 25-person hot tub. Farther down on the quarter mile, near the residential side of campus, is the Lyndon Baines Johnson Building, the home of the National Technical Institute for the Deaf. About 10% of RIT's student population is deaf or hard of hearing, and a part of NTID. NTID is the first and largest technological college in the world for deaf and hard of hearing students. Also in LBJ, you'll find the Dyer Art Center, home to the world's largest collection of art by professional deaf artists, as well as Robert F. Panera Theater, named for NTID's first deaf faculty member, who, by the way, was immortalized by the United States Postal Service on a stamp in 2017. I am also pleased to share with you the work that has already begun just north of Andrews Memorial Drive to relocate the track. We are building a new dedicated track and field facility that will greet visitors entering campus from Jefferson Road. The baseball and softball fields will also be getting significant upgrades that will extend the outdoor season for play and practice, and more accurately reflect the caliber of our softball and baseball programs. In addition, a newly constructed stadium will replace the existing structure, Tiger Stadium, taking our athletics facilities to a new level. The stadium will include an upgraded turf playing field, permanent seating, locker rooms, and team rooms, as well as indoor and outdoor venues to host fans. Now I'd like to direct your attention to the Sentinel sculpture designed by RIT's professor, Albert Paley. The Sentinel transformed the face of RIT in 2003, symbolizing and celebrating the fusion of art and technology. The sculpture is made of 110 tons of steel, stainless steel and bronze, and standing 73 feet tall, is the tallest sculpture on any college campus in the United States. The last stop on this tour is the Botch and Lahm Center, home to the RIT Admissions and Office of Career Services and Co-op Education. I imagine many of you started your journey to RIT in this very building as prospective students, so it's a fitting way to end this tour. Our alumni are very important members to the RIT family. You'll help make RIT the university it is today. And it is my pleasure to show you the RIT campus. Thank you for joining me, and go Tigers!